Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for another Alfred Hitchcock Presents review. Today, I will be talking about Season 3, Episode 26, Bull in a China Shop, starring Dennis Morgan as Dennis O'Finn. And this is the very definition of an average Alfred Hitchcock Presents episode, in my opinion. It's definitely got one of those plots where you have to just kind of go with it and not question it too much. The plot is a little bit strange. The episode is mildly amusing and somewhat suspenseful in places, but overall, I just didn't think the story or the characters really drew me in that much to really get totally invested in what was going on. But ultimately, it's a pretty decent episode to watch. Just to pass 25 minutes. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I just didn't really think there was anything great about it either. So we start with our main character, the detective, Dennis O'Finn, and he goes to visit these four elderly ladies. Their names are Hildy, Bessie, Samantha, and Bertie. And it seems like these ladies are really interested in this detective, which we'll find out more about. It turns out the ladies called him over and they know a lot about this guy. We'll find out later that they've been spying on him as he's a neighbor who lives close by, which is kind of an interesting plot point. So at this point, the detective is ready to leave because, he says he's very busy with his job and everything. When the ladies show him another body of another lady, I think her name was Elizabeth, who lived with them, that passed away. And he tells them, I can't help you because, I don't deal with deaths by natural cause. But he says he'll get in touch with someone who can help them out. So then we get to see O'Finn, Detective O'Finn, at work. And it turns out he gets a call that this elderly lady was killed with arsenic. So now he has to pay the ladies another visit and ask some questions, things like that. It turns out these ladies have been preparing for his visit in kind of a strange scene where they talk more about him and about the situation. It really seems at this point like these ladies are just kind of putting on a show to keep getting the detective to come over. Like I said, you kind of just got to go with it. Kind of a strange plot. But we're still not sure. It seems like this could have been an accident. And it's hard to see where the ladies would have any motive, especially from O'Finn's point of view. So then we get a scene where we see the ladies indeed spying on O'Finn, which was kind of creepy, I guess, in a way, and kind of amusing as well, I guess, depending on your point of view. So it turns out at this point the ladies are worried that O'Finn is not going to come to visit them anymore. So we go to the next scene, and it turns out another lady has passed away. I think it was Samantha. So the detective now does suspect murder. He has to call his co-workers in, but at this point they're having a hard time coming up with the motives that any of these ladies would have for killing each other, and they don't really have any strong evidence. But then it just seems to come kind of conveniently out of nowhere to O'Finn that he's figured this out. Kind of a nice plot device there, I have to say. So at this point, the ladies are once again talking again. O'Finn comes by. He arrests Hildy and kind of explains the situation. I guess the solution of the murder was acceptable. I guess it was fine. But it turns out Hildy's not upset about it. As a matter of fact, she even says she's pretty excited by the fact that O'Finn is taking her away. So we can definitely tell these ladies just wanted his attention at this point. So O'Finn goes back to work, and basically we find out he's been asked to take off of he doesn't want to be in the homicide department anymore because, he feels bad about the whole situation and what happened. But then we see one last scene where O'Finn is back, I'm guessing at his place, and it turns out there's been a fire where the elderly ladies that are still alive live. And then we get a closing from Alfred Hitchcock explaining that one of the women became attached to some other man. Kind of a silly ending for an episode. Like I said, it's just kind of there. There's nothing really great or terrible about it, in my opinion. And I'm going to give Bull in a China Shop a 2.5 out of 5. As far as whether you should watch this episode or not, I would say you could take it or leave it, but it's definitely not essential in my opinion, but it's okay. So 2.5 out of 5 for Bull in a China Shop. And as always, thank you very much for watching.